Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Piper Ritter, the head coach of the Minnesota softball team. How's it going?
Good, great. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. So let's talk about this upcoming year. How has it been going overall in Minneapolis?
Pretty good. We're excited that we got a full fall under our belt. We got to play fall games. This fall was the first time that we were able to open our stadium to everyone. Last year we played with limited fans, so it was great. It was everything that we could ask for. We only got rained out one weekend, or one day actually, not even a weekend, but we got all our games in other than that, and looking forward to the spring season that starts in a few days.
Yeah, so let's talk about what to expect from this team this year. Kind of introduce me around the team and talk about who's going to be in what position this year.
Yeah, we'll start behind the plate. We have Sarah Kinch and Megan Dre. They'll be behind the plate catching. Both of them will be splitting some time back there. On the mound, we will have, we have about 4 people that we can use, but mainly it's probably going to be Autumn Peace and Emily Levitt. Emily Levitt's a freshman, so she'll get some good freshman time there. First base, we're going to kind of have a handful of people as well at first base, depending on what our needs are behind the home plate. But Megan Dre will take some of that. Emily Hansen will take some of that. And then, our middle infield will be Sydney Strelo and McKenna Dowell. Third base will be a little bit of Riley Costa and Kaylee Chavez. And then our outfield will, we have a pretty big depth in our outfield. So you'll see Natalie Din Hartog, you'll see Ellie Jensen, you'll see Lauren Espelin, you'll see Chloe Evans. You'll see, a handful of them. And so we're kind of really excited. Sorry, I have kids.
Yeah, that's okay. So talk about what this is going to be like this year, going back to non-conference play, traveling again, and just all that. You haven't done it in a few years.
I mean, last year we had conference only play, but we still traveled. We traveled to Florida twice, and then we had our Big Ten, which was a normal travel. And then, in 2020, we almost completed a full preseason, right? So spring break was when it kind of all cut short. So it hasn't been that long, and we're used to traveling, and part of our season is traveling. So I don't think it'll be really different.
So really kind of going into where do you think the conference is at so far with the Big Ten?
Are you talking about strength?
Just strength is getting like in terms of softball. Where do you think? Yes.
I think we're holding our own. I do think there's maybe some conferences that are a little bit better and stronger overall as softball teams and the depth of their softball teams, but we're right up there. I think our top 4 or 5 teams in our conference can compete with any of the Power 5 teams in the conference. So I think that, depending on the matchup, I think we can compete with anyone.
So really kind of going into this season, I know that you had limited fans last year. What's it going to be like to see that field hyped up again?
I mean, this fall it was, so it's not like we haven't had it. So I believe when we played a couple of local, especially St. Thomas, there was we bring in seats in the spring, so we didn't have those seats, but there was a lot of standing room only. We open it and it's free in the fall. So however many people come, they come. And I can tell you at least 2 of the games I know of that they were maxed. So it's pretty exciting, but our student athletes got to have a little bit about that back this fall because our fans still came. And so hopefully continuing the success of all the fans coming out to our games when we host them at home.
All right. And what do you guys think you guys need to do first off to kind of really go out there and accomplish what you need to do?
I don't know if you've seen our schedule, but we have a pretty tough strength of schedule. We play a handful of people twice, and I think to beat anyone once is very hard. To beat them twice is even harder. So, our preseason sets us up for being very competitive in the Big Ten, and that was our hope. So going out there and competing every game, regardless of who we're playing, is hopefully get us in the best position come conference.
All right. Well, Piper Ritter, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and good luck to you.
Yes, absolutely.
Good luck this season. Good luck to the Gophers this season.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Take care.